Okay, so have you ever had that moment where you just can't seem to find the right person for the job?
Yeah, all the time.
Like when you need a very specific part for a machine or a contractor who knows just the right way to handle a tricky repair?
And you're just like pulling your hair out because the usual Google search just isn't cutting it.
Ugh, tell me about it. It's like you know exactly what you need, but finding it feels impossible.
Especially in these specialized industries we're talking about today, you need real experts, not just some general handyman.
Right, exactly. You need someone who really speaks the language of your industry.
Yeah, someone who understands the nuances of manufacturing or energy or construction. You know what I mean?
Well, that frustration is something we're going to dive deep into today.
Because we all know how much time and money that kind of search can waste.
Time that you could be spending actually, getting things done growing your business.
Right. And that's why this platform we're looking at today, Uzilla.com, it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's like they saw this problem, this gap in the market and said, okay, we're going to fix this.
Exactly. And what's cool is they're not the only ones doing this kind of thing.
We've also got some info here on phoneinstallers.com and telecomsubs.com.
Yeah, these guys are operating in the communication technology world, but it's the same basic idea connecting people with specialized service providers.
So yeah, think of today as like a behind-the-scenes look at how these platforms are changing the game for industrial businesses.
And how they can potentially save you a ton of hassle.
Exactly. We've gone through all the material marketing stuff, user reviews, the whole nine yards.
And we're going to break it all down for you.
So you can decide if something like Uzilla.com is right for your business.
Without having to do all that research yourself.
Right. So let's jump in and start by talking about what makes Uzilla.com unique.
Okay, so in their own words, they describe themselves as a uh, premier online marketplace and resource center.
A resource center, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to be more than just a simple directory.
More like a comprehensive hub for everything industrial.
Yeah, exactly. And their main goal is connecting businesses like yours with specialized suppliers, contractors, service providers, the whole shebang.
And that emphasis on specialized, I think that's really key here.
Oh, absolutely, because that's what sets them apart from those generic business directories.
It's about finding the perfect fit for your specific needs.
Right, because in these industries, a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't cut it.
So what are some of the concrete advantages they're offering?
Well, the first one they really hammer home is niche specialization.
Niche specialization.
Yeah, so they're laser focused on specific industrial fields.
Which means when you search on Uzilla.com,
You're not wading through a sea of irrelevant results.
you're getting matched with providers who actually understand your niche.
The people who speak your language.
And that's got to be a huge time saver.
Oh, absolutely. No more sifting through endless pages of Google results.
You're going straight to the experts who can actually help you.
And another major advantage they highlight is this:
What's that?
verified and qualified partners.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
It means that all the suppliers and service providers on Uzilla.com have gone through a vetting process.
So you know they're legitimate.
Right. They've met certain quality standards. They've got the experience and the credentials.
So you can have confidence that you're connecting with reliable professionals.
Yeah, no more worrying about whether that contractor is going to show up or if that supplier is going to deliver on time.
It's a huge weight off your shoulders.
It really is. It takes a lot of the risk out of the equation.
And speaking of risk, how about the industries they cover?
Oh, they cast a wide net. Their website says they cover everything from manufacturing and engineering to construction and energy.
So pretty much the whole industrial landscape.
Yeah, it seems like they're aiming to be a one-stop shop for all your industrial needs.
No matter what sector you're in.
And that's pretty impressive.
It is. So, okay, we've talked about the specialized focus and the vetting process.
But what about the actual user experience?
Like, how easy is it to actually use the platform?
Well, they make a big deal about what they call streamlined procurement.
Streamlined procurement.
Yeah, so they've got intuitive search and comparison tools.
So you can quickly and easily find what you need.
Exactly. You can filter by specialization, compare different providers side by side,
You can get detailed information on each provider.
all in one convenient place,
It's like they've taken all the pain points of traditional sourcing.
and designed the platform to eliminate them.
And it goes beyond just finding a supplier or contractor.
They also talk about enhanced project collaboration.
Okay, so what does that look like in practice?
Well, they've got integrated features for communication and project management.
So you can easily stay in touch with your chosen provider.
You can track progress, share files, collaborate on documents.
All within the Uzilla.com platform.
It's like a built-in project management suite.
That's pretty cool. It really streamlines the whole workflow,
Yeah, and it fosters better communication and collaboration.
which is essential for any successful project.
And on top of all that, they also offer access to industry insights.
Okay, so what kind of insights are we talking about?
Things like the latest trends, new technologies, best practices, case studies.
All kinds of valuable information to help you stay ahead of the curve.
And they update it regularly, so you're always in the loop.
So it's not just about transactions, it's about knowledge sharing as well.
Exactly. They're trying to be a valuable resource for industrial professionals
A place where you can learn and grow.
and connect with other experts in your field.
Okay, so we've talked about the overall philosophy of Uzilla.com.
But let's get down to brass tacks.
What are the actual services you'll find on the platform?
So the core feature, the foundation of it all, is their supplier directory.
The supplier directory.
Yeah, this is where you go to find specialized industrial suppliers.
So if you're looking for raw materials,
Mhm.
components, equipment, anything like that.
The supplier directory is your first stop,
And they've got a huge range of suppliers listed.
covering all sorts of different niches.
So you're almost guaranteed to find what you're looking for.
And then there's the contractor network.
The contractor network.
Yeah, so this is where you find qualified professionals for installation maintenance project management.
Pretty much any kind of skilled labor you might need.
Yeah, and they're all vetted and specialized.
So you know they're going to do a good job.
And then there's the service provider marketplace.
Service provider marketplace.
Yeah, this is for those more specialized services like consulting, engineering, technical support,
The kind of expertise that can be really hard to find.
but absolutely essential for certain projects.
Yeah, if you need someone with really deep knowledge in a specific area.
This is where you'll find them.
And they also have project listings.
Yeah, this is a cool feature. It's like a job board for industrial projects.
So if you've got a project coming up, you can post it on Uzilla.com.
And qualified contractors and service providers can bid on it
It's a great way to connect with potential partners
and to get competitive bids
without having to go through the hassle of contacting everyone individually.
and to make sure you're always learning and staying up to date.
They've got the resource library.
Yeah, the resource library is packed with articles, guides, technical documentation,
All kinds of helpful stuff to keep you informed.
and to help you solve problems.
And last but not least, they've got the request for quote system.
The RFQ system?
Yeah, so this is designed to streamline the whole quoting process.
You can submit your project requirements through the platform.
And qualified providers can send you quotes directly, all in one centralized system.
So no more juggling emails, phone call spreadsheets.
It's all handled right there on Uzilla.com.
It's a beautiful thing.
It really is. So, okay, we've talked about the features.
But let's talk about the benefits.
Like, what does all this actually mean for you, the listener?
How can Uzilla.com help you run your business better?
Well, first and foremost, it can save you a ton of time.
Think about how much time you currently spend searching for suppliers and contractors.
Scouring the internet, making phone calls, sending emails.
With Uzilla.com, all that goes away.
You can find exactly what you need in a matter of minutes.
And because all the providers are vetted, you can be confident that you're making the right choice.
No more second guessing or wondering if you've hired the wrong person.
And that peace of mind is invaluable.
It really is. And then there's the cost savings.
Yeah, by connecting you with multiple providers and facilitating competitive bidding.
Uzilla.com can help you get the best possible price,
And that can have a significant impact on your bottom line.
especially if you're working on large-scale projects.
And it's not just about saving money.
It's also about getting better results.
By working with specialized professionals, you're more likely to get the job done right.
The first time.
Fewer mistakes, fewer delays, fewer headaches,
And that translates to better quality, higher efficiency.
and ultimately a more successful business.
And Uzilla.com can also help you build valuable relationships.
Yeah, by connecting you with reliable suppliers and contractors.
You can forge partnerships that will benefit your business for years to come,
And you can expand your network of trusted professionals.
which is essential for growth and innovation.
And let's not forget about the knowledge sharing aspect.
Yeah, the resource library can be a huge asset for your business.
It keeps you up to date on the latest industry trends
Helps you solve problems.
and gives you a competitive edge.
So it's clear that Uzilla.com offers a lot of benefits for businesses.
But what about the suppliers and service providers themselves?
How does the platform benefit them?
Well, for starters, it gives them access to a much wider audience.
They can reach potential clients they might never have found otherwise.
Because Uzilla.com is specifically targeted at industrial businesses.
They know that the leads they're getting are high quality.
These are the people who are actually looking for their services.
They're not just random browsers.
And the platform also gives them tools to showcase their expertise.
They can create detailed profiles, highlight their skills and experience.
And really stand out from the competition.
And the RFQ system makes it much easier for them to bid on projects
They can submit quotes quickly and easily.
without having to jump through hoops.
So it's a win-win for both sides.
Businesses get access to a wider pool of specialized talent.
And suppliers and service providers get more exposure and more opportunities.
Now, we also have some info here on phoneinstallers.com and telecomsubs.com.
Yeah, so these are platforms operating in the communication technology space.
But they're a good example of how this model can work in other industries.
So phoneinstallers.com, for instance.
They connect people with experts for phone systems, data cabling, security systems, all that stuff.
It's the same basic idea as Uzilla.com.
But focused on a specific niche.
Yeah, and it's a really valuable service.
Because finding qualified installers for those kinds of systems can be a real pain.
And then there's telecomsubs.com.
They're more focused on the infrastructure side of the telecom industry.
So things like fiber optic installations, cell tower deployment.
They connect telecom companies with contractors and suppliers.
It's a more specialized market.
But the underlying principle is the same.
Connect people with the specific expertise they need.
And it's working. These platforms are successful.
People are using them, they're getting value from them,
So it shows that this model is viable.
and that it can be applied to different industries.
And that's what Uzilla.com is doing.
They're taking this proven model,
And applying it to the industrial sector.
which is a huge market.
With a huge need for specialized expertise.
So the potential here is enormous,
It really is. And they've summed it up nicely in their tagline,
which is,
your partner in industrial excellence.
yeah, it pretty much says it all.
They want to be the go-to resource for industrial businesses
The partner that helps you achieve your goals.
by connecting you with the right people and the right resources.
So if you're intrigued by what you've heard today,
And you're looking for a better way to source industrial solutions.
the next step is simple.
Head over to Uzilla.com and check it out.
Create a free account, browse the directory.
See what they have to offer.
You might just be surprised at what you find.
So to wrap up today, we've taken a deep dive into Uzilla.com.
This platform is designed to connect you with the specialized industrial expertise you need.
Whether it's suppliers, contractors, service providers.
They've got it all.
And we've seen how this model of a focused online marketplace is proving successful in other industries.
Like with phoneinstallers.com and telecomsubs.com.
So it's clear that Uzilla.com has the potential to really shake things up in the industrial world.
To make sourcing easier, more efficient, more cost-effective.
And to help businesses like yours thrive.
So here's something to think about.
What are some of the challenges you've faced in the past when trying to find specialized help?
Maybe you spent hours searching online only to come up empty-handed.
Or maybe you hired the wrong contractor and ended up with delays and cost overruns.
Now imagine having a platform like Uzilla.com at your fingertips.
A platform that connects you with pre-vetted experts in your specific industry.
How could that change the way you do business?
How can it make your life easier and your business more successful?
It's worth considering.
It really is. So if you're looking for a better way to source industrial solutions,
And to connect with a network of trusted professionals.
I encourage you to check out Uzilla.com.
It could be the key to unlocking new levels of efficiency and growth for your business.
And that's our deep dive for today.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.